Hi, I'm Tanis Rines. I'm the in-house esthetician for ID Skin, and today we're going to be talking about layering techniques, how to layer products in the treatment room, and how to retail sell them to your client. So the first question is, why layer? Wouldn't it be fantastic if we had one magic potion with all of our active ingredients that we could put on the skin and there would only be one step involved? Well, unfortunately, certain ingredients do not mix. We have ingredients that are water soluble, we have ones that are oil soluble, and those two components are not going to be able to mix together to make that one magic potion. When we're working with molecules that need to deeply penetrate the skin to get down to the dermal layer where they do their best work, it's best if they're water soluble. That way, these molecules can be suspended into a thin, quickly absorbing serum. On the other hand, other ingredients might need to sit up on top of the skin, and that's when they do best when they're suspended in an oil-soluble product. Things like humectants or even minerals for sunblock that need to be layered on top, which can then lock in moisture. Working with combination skin is another opportunity for us to be able to use layering so that we can spot treat certain problems such as blemishes or hyperpigmentation before we layer on the finishing moisturizer or sunblock. So, how do we layer? What goes on first, second, and third? Well, let's remember skin is a barrier and it does a great job at keeping things out. So even when a product is perfectly formulated, only a small amount of the active ingredients will penetrate the skin even when they're properly applied. That's why it's so important to know which goes on first, second, and third. There are other things to consider, such as the charge, the electrical charge on the molecule. Is it positively charged or is it negatively charged? This is going to affect how much it can penetrate the skin. The size of the molecule. Molecules over a certain size will not be able to penetrate the skin barrier at all. And then we also have to keep in mind whether the molecule is hydrophilic, is it water-loving, or is it hydrophobic? Is it oil soluble? All of these things affect how much an active ingredient is going to be able to penetrate the skin, or if it's going to be able to penetrate the skin at all. An easy rule of thumb is to remember, apply thinnest to thickest, liquids to creams. A lot of our liquids contain water-soluble components such as antioxidants and acids that are going to quickly absorb into the skin and penetrate quite deeply. On the other hand, a lot of your thicker products, such as creams, have emollients, humectants, and even minerals for sunblock that are going to sit up on top of the skin to lock in moisture and to protect it from environmental stressors. Remember, we're going to be sticking to our basic rule of thumb, which is using the thinnest products to the thickest products. We're going to want to start with layering on our toner. That's our thinnest, and it also has the active ingredients such as, in this case, glycolic toner. It has glycolic acid, which is going to need to penetrate down into the deeper layers of the skin where it does its best work. After the toner goes on, we're going to want to put our serums with our active ingredients. In this treatment, we're working with our anti-aging products. So the next product is going to be our Vita A Pro Serum. This has vitamin A derivatives in it. And again, very active ingredients that we want to penetrate down through the epidermis. Our vitamin A derivatives are going to help speed up exfoliation, which means your cells are going to replenish themselves more quickly. With this increased cell turnover rate, the client can experience a reduction in fine lines, wrinkles, and hyperpigmentation. Next, after the serum is on, we're going to apply the Ultra Peptide Eye Cream. Just like the name says, it's full of peptides, and these peptides are going to trick the skin into thinking that it's actually breaking down. And when the skin detects these fragments of proteins called peptides in the skin, it's going to go into repair mode. When it goes into repair mode, it increases the production of collagen and elastin. Remember to keep those eye creams low, just on the orbital rim, because the tissue in the eye is so thin, it's going to naturally pull up the eye cream all the way to the lash line as it absorbs. After the Ultra Peptide Eye Cream, we're going to layer on our Timeless Moisturizer. The Timeless Moisturizer has Irish sea moss, which helps increase elasticity in the skin. And again, if your client has more oily skin, we can spot treat this moisturizer on the areas of the face that really need that extra moisturization. Perhaps we would skip the T-zone, where more oil tends to be produced. An opportunity to layer in the treatment room is before the application of your mask. That way you can put on a serum with active ingredients that are going to penetrate deeply into the skin before layering on the mask on top. A great example to be used in an anti-aging treatment would be layering the Vita A Pro Serum, which has vitamin A derivatives, under the Revive mask, which also has retinol. So first, you would just simply apply a thin layer of the serum over the entire face, layering a mask on top that's going to sit on the surface of the skin, helping to keep your serum wet and active. And again, in this example, we're going to be using the Revive mask, which also has a vitamin A derivative in it in the form of retinol. This mask can be applied using a fan brush or your fingers. And after the mask is applied, this would be an opportunity for you to perform a hand and arm massage on the client while you're waiting for all of these amazing active ingredients to do their work. And last, if your client is going out and is going to be exposed to the elements, we do recommend that you put on SunGuard before they leave your facility. SunGuard has zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. These are minerals that need to sit up on top of the skin, and that's why we're layering it on last. When they sit up on top of the skin, they reflect the sun's rays and act as a block to environmental stressors. And again, we'd only be using this step if they were going outside on a sunny day after their facial treatment is complete. When layering the products on, it gives you the opportunity to explain to the client why you're layering and the order that you're putting them on, so that when they go home, they're able to understand how to layer in their own home and which products will go on first, second, and third. By explaining to your clients how to layer products at home and encouraging them to layer products during their routine, they're going to see better results more quickly. So if a client was asking you, what kind of product could I take home to help with my anti-aging routine, you could suggest the Timeless Moisture. The profit on Timeless Moisture is $30. But if you were to recommend to them the entire regimen of the Glycolic Toner, the Vita A Pro Serum, the Ultra Peptide Eye Cream, the Timeless Moisture, and the SunGuard, then your profit turns into $114.75. Same thing with layering serums and/or masks. You can probably double the profit if you combine a serum with the retail sale of a mask. Your clients are going to experience better results, and you're going to have more profit per facial treatment. For more information on layering techniques and suggested layering products, you could visit our blog page at idskinpro.com.